Scott Staunton from Proudfoot here. I have JJ Van Pletzen, a senior consultant from Proudfoot, who is joining me today from one of our mining clients in North America. Good morning, JJ. How are you today?
Hey, morning, Scott. Good to see you again, man.
People are interested to know what it's like for Proudfoot consulting teams to be working on site in the middle of a COVID pandemic. So I have 5 questions for you. First question, before we talk about the professional impact of COVID-19, how has it changed your life outside working hours?
Well, Scott, the most obvious thing for me is traveling. So instead of flying, I try to commute to clients via car or using some other mode of transport, to limit my exposure. In fact, some of our clients actually mandate that we that we don't fly, that we actually drive. And in some instances, some of my colleagues traveled by train, to our site. Clients are starting to relax a little bit now, about flying, and so traveling is getting easier again. But personally, I still like, to drive to clients. So if a client is about less than 8 hours away, I prefer to go by car.
Okay, very good.
And then obviously, being a road warrior, living in hotels, going out for meals, all of that changed quite dramatically.
Now, you worked on your current client engagement prior to COVID-19 and obviously now post-COVID-19. What would you say are the biggest changes you've observed?
Well, some of the business processes, had to change. You can just imagine, simple things or things that we took for granted, things like lineup meetings. We had to rethink the way we're going to do it now. Getting people, from the line-out meetings to the workplace. We had to rethink that. How you actually physically do the changeover, hot seat changeover, that had to change, quite a bit. And then, non-essential people that's not at site, that changed a bit. And then simple things like meetings, wherever you come in contact with people. We had to rethink how we do all of that, and that had quite a bit of impact on how we conduct business.
Did the epidemic change your consulting approach in terms of designing client solutions and implementing these solutions?
Definitely. I mean, we're a lot more technology focused now, using technology, especially communication technology. So when you design a solution, the solution needs to be fit for the technology that our client uses. And the little bit that I've seen so far is that this COVID period, and I think it's going to drive the development or accelerate the development of technology as well. And we're going to start getting more and more dependent on technology. I don't think the workplace will ever go back to what it was before. It is. I mean, people adapted so quickly to the environment that we're in now that I don't think we'll ever go back to what it was before. So we're going to start to become more and more reliant on technology, and to use technology in our day-to-day work lives.
Do you think there's still a place for consultants to do work with clients face-to-face on site?
Yes, definitely. If you want to accelerate change within the organization, it is best to work face-to-face with your clients. Change is an individual thing, and people have to buy. Each individual has to buy into the change or what you want to achieve, and being able to work with people one-on-one and face-to-face is always the number one, or it's always the best way to do it. But in saying that, you still can use in the new technologies that's being developed and the new ways of work. We are starting to do that more and more remotely. and you can still have a massive impact doing it remotely.
Well, to that point, JJ, you've been part of Proudfoot teams setting up remote engagements with clients. What are the biggest differences between remote and face-to-face engagements, and what do you think about their respective impacts or effectiveness?
For remote engagements to have a big impact, you have to know exactly what you want to change. You need to know upfront what you want to change, and you need to design the program with that specific change in mind. And a lot of planning needs to go into it, a lot of coordination with the client, and even prior to the engagement, you have to align 100% with what you want to achieve with your client. If you have all those things in place, you can design the remote solution to affect what you want to get done, and then it works pretty well. But if you don't have that alignment with your client, you're going to struggle to be successful with your remote consulting engagement.
Well, thanks, JJ, for your insight on delivering an engagement for a client in a safe and productive environment. I appreciate you taking some time this morning to share your thoughts with us.
Thank you, Scott. Keep well.
Have a good day.
Bye.